To boom, enter into our energy field. Hello there. How are you? My name is Karen Kane. What's going on? Welcome to my live. If you're joining, let me know you can hear me okay. Let me know where you're from. I'm multi-streaming, so I will just let you know that now in case you see me kind of moving from side to side. It's just so that I can check everybody out and really connect. I am here because I want to really connect with you guys at a deeper level. I am back coaching again after last year was a whirlwind of having a blackout with stitches. And then right after that, as soon as I started to feel better, I got COVID, which turned into long COVID. We didn't have any vaccinations at that time. Yada, 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 yada. Here I am. I'm back. And I wasn't always this way. I was a full-time drunk, as a matter of fact. So now, cut to today, I am 6+ years sober. I am a divorced mom to a teenage son. And I love to share, my experience, strength, and hope because I know where I was and I know where I am. And where I was sucked. And so I wanted to ask you guys if you're in recovery or you have quit drinking before, what was your bottom? What was it like? And did you have multiple bottoms? Because I had multiple bottoms. I'm not proud of any of them. And I'll share with you. Oh, man. This is when we get really real, okay? Because this is the stuff we hide because we're so embarrassed. And we kind of just pretend it didn't happen, or perhaps because we did hit the bottom, we do get sober, but it doesn't last because maybe we didn't hit that bottom, that low enough bottom, the lowest bottom. So how low can you go? Isn't that like a thing when you do the limbo? Is that even a thing? Am I dating myself? Yeah, I'm 51 years old. I am a life coach, transformation coach, a religious science practitioner, and a certified booty yoga instructor, which if I look at the clock, I will be teaching very soon, which I'm excited to hit my mat and just let energy out, crank tunes. So if you're interested in trying a class, reach out to me, and I am doing them every Wednesday night via Zoom at 6:30 Eastern. So that's a little plug there. Okay. So, well, the first time I quit drinking, it was definitely for a good reason. And that was I was getting a divorce and I was afraid. And if you guys are here joining, let me know. Give me a little say, hey, this is Joe and I'm from Miami. Okay. And just make sure that let me know that you can hear me. Can you give me a check, video and voice check? Okay. So I was getting divorced. And so I wanted to make sure that I was a fit mom to get custody of my son. I mean, we have joint custody, but I was in pretty bad shape, especially going through a divorce. And that was one of my lows. However, I got a little comfortable and I went back out. That was about, let's see, I think that one was about 8 months. I think that was about 8 months. And I wasn't plugged into any kind of program, or I really wasn't doing any work on myself. So yeah, one day I just, I think, let me think. Was that the second time? I don't know. It all kind of blurs together. But the last time it doesn't blur together because I was fully plugged in. So why do we keep going back out? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not doing the work and you're not doing it for you. And you don't think you're worthy. So until you're ready and worthy, it'll keep happening. So how many times? So then number 2. The second time, oh gosh, I was a complete embarrassment to my family. I was a complete embarrassment in front of Whew, yeah, my parents, my in-laws, who were like my ex-in-laws. But anyway, so it was at my son's baptism, as a matter of fact. It was at his baptism. Yeah. And I was holding the party at my house, and my boyfriend at the time, he was really emotionally unavailable boyfriend. And so he worked all day, and I was prepping for this party, and I was drinking the whole time. I was drinking while preparing for this party, and I was like making all this food. Why I was alone, why nobody was helping me? Probably because I was a mess. Nobody wanted to be around me. And so at the end of the day, I was up late drinking. He came home. I don't really remember it. When when you drink like I drank, like a serious alcoholic, you just black out all the time. I pretty much lived most of my life in a blackout. So I don't remember a lot. Like if you ask me if I saw a movie, I'll say, yeah. Hi, Tanya. I'll say, yes, I saw that movie, but I don't remember what it's about. That's like every movie before I got sober. Really not cool. So I have to watch every single movie I ever saw from like the age of 15 to 45. That's probably a lot of movies. So let me know what your favorite one is so that I can make sure I watch that movie. These days I don't have too much time on my schedule to really like sit there and watch movies. I don't really even watch anything. But anyway, so anyway, the next morning, he had to go to work early. It was a Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember, but he worked that weekend. And so he left early, and I was passed out on the couch. I was not taking a shower. I was not getting my son ready. I think my son was here. I'm trying to remember. My ex-husband probably knows the story better than me because he ended up coming, getting my son ready, and taking him to the church. And I was like, whoa, what is happening? I'm a mess. La, la, la. I'm going to take a shower. So I get into the church, and it's already started. And his whole family's in like the third pew, something like that. And I was so embarrassed. I was such a mess. I couldn't even go up to the altar. And so, like, this is really like horrible. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible bottom. And so then, we had the party, and I guess I functioned. I did the best I could. I had help, but I mean, I'm sure everyone was talking about me. And then later that night, my parents were staying here, and they basically were like, you go rest. So I basically just rested upstairs, and oh man. Anyway, so we all knew I had a problem, and I needed to do something about it. And so eventually, after that weekend, I started looking up programs and different things. And I didn't want to go to AA. I was like, oh, I don't really like AA. I don't want to do that. So I found an online program, which was pretty cool. It was called The Power to Quit, had workbooks, and I had a session every week with a therapist, and he would recommend books, and there was work to do. It was great. It was great. We ended up kind of having almost like a weird relationship with that counselor, even though I never actually saw him. Everything was on the phone, but there was something there. And shortly, like after a while, he stopped the program and stopped coaching me, and I felt really abandoned. And abandonment is my core wound. I mean, that is like my major wound. I definitely attract people who are emotionally unavailable and who are what's the attachment style? I can't think of the attachment style at the moment. I will talk about that as well because I am an anxious attachment, and I attract people who are the opposite. I also attract people who were raised without a father in their life. So there's some deep, deep stuff that recently has been revealed to me. So I have to work on that. We are works in progress all the time, and we are healing all the time, whether we know it or not, or we can do more work when we're really conscious of it instead of just sweeping it under the mat. And that's what the two people that I attracted into my life pretty much did. My last relationship, he did open up a lot more. I think because I was on a different level as a spiritual practitioner. There was a lot there that was yet to be revealed. And so I wish I could think of I just was looking it up. I can't think of the attachment style. If anybody knows, put it in the comments, please. Because so we were the opposite. But anyway, so shortly after I lost that program and lost that therapist, my boyfriend at the time, we went out to dinner, and he had a beer, and I was like, oh, I can have a sip. And I had one sip. And then, I actually texted that therapist, and I was like, can you have like a sip? And he texted back. Here I am in this restaurant. He texted back, and he said, well, some people can do that, but most can't. And next thing I know, I guess because I just felt like abandoned, and I thought I could do it, and I just thought it was okay. I thought I had the control. Well, if you're an alcoholic, no, you have one, and you're like you're back out there, and it's progressive. So you have like a little bit, and then it just increases and increases and increases and increases until you're hitting that bottom again. So I had 2 sips of beer, and then I started like buying alcohol. And then I thought I was limiting it. Oh, I'm just going to have like 1 glass of wine a night. No, not possible. It is not possible. 1 drink equals 15 drinks. 1 drink equals blackout. It's crazy. So that was the second time. And here's the worst one. And this was my bottom. The bottom of the bottom, where the pain was so great that I had to make massive change. I had to commit to me. I had to use my mind and use mindset and really, really prepare to be the warrior to finally change my life. And so, what was the bottom? Well, it was on Christmas. I spent 1 Christmas pretty much alone, without my boyfriend, not being invited to go with him, with his family, not with my ex-husband and my son, not with my family. I spent it alone. With what? Alcohol. And you know what alcohol is? It's a depressant. So can you imagine? Box of tissues, bottles of wine, whatever it is I had on Christmas. Thinking, wow, like this sucks. And I probably didn't realize like how I sucked so bad and that no one wanted me around. There I was, like on the floor in front of the Christmas tree on Christmas, alone. And from that time, that day, I mean, eventually my boyfriend came home, but it was like way later than I was waiting all day alone. So it was pretty much the bottom of the bottom. And I had nowhere else to go but up. And so what I did was I planned it out. I knew that this is the date and this is the change, and I will do whatever it takes to have this change stick, because I don't want to live this life anymore, because I'm stressed out. I'm depressed. I'm a shitty mom. I have anxiety. My blood pressure is high. My health sucks. I'm trying to coach people, and yet I'm drinking like a fish. The only answer was to do a 180. To do 180 and totally change my life. So what's your bottom? How many have there been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? And what's it going to take? So, how many bottoms will it take to get to the top or at least get out of the hole? It's going to take as many as it takes for you. You must do it for you and no one else. Do you want to get sober for real? Do you? Are you doing it for you? Because if you're doing it for anyone else, like I did it because I was getting divorced. So I was doing it because I wanted to keep my son, but I wasn't doing it like for me, right? It wasn't for me, even though that sounds a little weird. And the second time, well, I did it because I was a complete embarrassment to my family and myself. But did I want to change? No. I didn't do it for me. I did it because I thought I had to make change. But I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I did it because I felt like I had to do it. Now, there's a difference. You want to do it or you think you have to do it. Big difference. When you want to do it, then that's the ticket. That is the golden ticket. Is when you do it for you. When you want to be happier. When you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Rooms of AAs. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you hit the bottom of the bottom, and it's going to take us whatever it's going to take to get to those places. Sick and tired of being sick and tired, and the bottom of the bottom. And that is when you will finally decide it is time to invest in yourself, to work on, how do I love myself? How do I accept that I'm worthy when I was told this, that, and the other thing, and I self-sabotaged my whole life? You have to want it. You have to want a better life. Do you want more? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be free from the chain to the bottle? Say I. Is that you? Because that was me. I was just so tired of the same crap. I was like throwing up all the time just to drink more. My teeth are like rotted, like I have like decay because I would like vomit and then pass out. So it looks like I have I've had an eating disorder, but actually no, I had a drinking problem my whole life because I didn't know my worth and I didn't love myself. And I had no idea how to. So now, today, I teach and help people take their power back, gain confidence, and start to love themselves and tap into their coolness, who they really are, not who they are drinking. Because we drink to cover up because we don't feel worthy and we don't have confidence. So we drink, check out, black out, boom. Start over again the next day. Wake up, drink, blah, 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 blah. is really vicious. It's like any addiction, it's like this any addiction. It's just like vicious until you finally make the change. And it is no joke. And when you get a coach that can help you and guide you, support you every step of the way, boom. It's like a rocket. So who else wants to reach for the sky? That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to completely change my life, and that's what I did. So if you want something different, you got to do something different, and that is a fact. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this content, click the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I go live or upload a new video. I absolutely love going live. I would love to see more interaction. I have a new page on Instagram. So it's my Karen Kane or Life Coaching with Karen Kane. On Facebook, it is Karen Kane Life Coaching. On YouTube, you will find me at Sovereign Sobriety, Addiction, and Wellness. I might change that name a little bit, so you can look up my name and find me better. But that's what's happening. I appreciate. Thanks, Tanya, for being here, and whoever's watching on the other platforms. Super grateful for you. You can sign up for a free consultation on my website at KarenKane.com. There is multiple ways to contact me. Let me know if there's any way that I can help you, be an assistance to you. I'm here to serve. My heart is just really wants to serve and help people because, like I said, I know where I was. And I know where I am. And man, it's definitely a lot better on this side of the street. Thanks. Thanks, Tanya. Thank you for being here. Super grateful. Love you guys. See you later. Peace.